My name is Shanna Hunter. I have been an RN for 15 years. I also I was able to retire from my nursing job because of this industry. But not only that, in that interim period, I decided, yeah, I want to go get certified in something else too, because I love health and wellness and I love nutrition. So I'm also a certified health coach, okay, nutritional health coach. So with all of that being said, talking about ingredients for me is like the thing, because I love ingredients. I love to learn about them. I love to dive in. Okay. So the first thing that we are going to talk about with this little tiny strip is the ingredients. And people look at this strip and they're like, what ingredients? Like, what can you get in there? Right. And I'm going to tell you why we're packed with these 3 active ingredients and how they work synergistically together. Okay. The number 1 ingredient, guys, and please, when I talk about these ingredients, understand that you can go to Google and look these up and find out so much information about them. I could not even cover it all tonight, okay? But the first ingredient that I want to talk about is what makes it its yellow color, okay? It's colored yellow because of curcumin. And a lot of you guys have probably tried curcumin. If you've tried curcumin before, drop a 1 in the comments, okay? Drop a 1. Now, curcumin is the active ingredient in turmeric, and it has so many benefits, guys, but I'm just going to cover a few. It's amazing for your joint health. It's a powerful antioxidant. So many people use it for many things like joint health. In order to stay compliant, okay, we're going to say a lot of body flare-ups. Okay. And many people use it for that. Now, this powerful ingredient is just one of the main 3 active ingredients that work together. The second one I'm going to tell you about is NAC. Now, remember, go Google all these, guys. Some people call it NAC. Okay. NAC. I tend to say NAC, NAC. Okay. Another powerful master antioxidant in our bodies. And every single time that we talk about antioxidant, guys, understand what that does on a cellular level, right? I mean, I don't know who loves anti-aging like me, but I'm over 40. So anytime you tell me about cellular repair, anything like that, I'm all in, right? But there's so many other things that NAC does. And it is amazing for our respiratory health. It is amazing for our brain health. But another thing that it does that's very powerful, guys, and that is in our strip, long-term benefits, is gut health. Okay. And if any of you guys know, our gut and our brain are directly connected. Okay. We have something that is called our gut brain axis. Okay. Which is why our product is called Axis Clarity. Okay. Because it helps with the gut. It helps with the brain. And in turn, long-term, this is a powerful product for the mental health, okay? If you guys know, our serotonin is actually located in our gut. Some people don't know that, right? So you get your gut right, you get your brain right, it's perfect for your mental health, right? It's like a perfect product for your mental health. So third one that we're going to talk about is thiamine. And guys, thiamine, you've probably been taking for many years, but I don't know if you know that thiamine actually has a lot of different benefits. One, of course, being brain health, because this product is amazing for your brain, right? But another thing that it does is it converts your foods into a clean energy in your body. So if you look that up, that is one of the main reasons why when someone goes to take this strip, they'll tell you that they have this feeling that they can't explain, because it's not like that jittery energy that you get like with an energy drink or when you're taking like a pre-workout, let's say, right? But it's this clean energy that a lot of people call it motivation. Like it just gives them that motivation feeling to like get up off the couch and go and get things done. And when your brain is cluttered, you have no motivation. But when your brain is clear, when you have clarity, right, then it allows you to focus and be able to get up and go and get the things done that you need to get done. So if you guys want to look up more about those ingredients, go ahead, because I can be here all night talking about those, but I want to move on to the next, right? So another reason why a supplement, you would choose one supplement over another is because of its delivery system, right? Now, this is so powerful with our product, guys. This strip, again, this tiny little strip, okay? People come to me and I'm going to tell you what they ask. They say, I'm so confused. I don't understand. Like I've taken curcumin before, I've taken NAC before, but like there's so little ingredients in that little thing. Like, how can that even work? I just don't understand, right? And this is where we come in, right? Because absolutely it is different. You should never have to take more. You should always have to take less. Less is more. And because of our technology, we are able to do this. So if you go on a shelf and you pick up one of the bottles, you're going to see that curcumin is in the milligram form. There's lots of it, right? And a lot of times they can be paired with black pepper in those, right? And the reason why they have to do this, it's also called piperin. If you've ever like looked at it, I looked at the label and saw that means they needed to put something in it to help the absorption, because go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Curcumin is very, very, very almost impossible for our bodies to absorb. So I'm going to be nice when I say that when it's paired with pepper, the black pepper, it absorbs maybe 10% in our bodies. Okay. Same with NAC. If you look that up, very, very hard for our bodies to process, our bodies to take in the nutrients that we need, right? And what happens when you take it in pill form is that it has to go through something called our first pass system. I promise I'm not getting geeky on you guys, okay? All that means is that it has to go through something called our first pass digestion. So what happens is it has to go through our guts. It has to be processed through our intestine, our liver, right? And only a tiny amount of that actually gets absorbed and the rest gets wasted. So the reason why our product is so powerful and we only need a tiny little bit is, number one, the way that it's delivered. If you know of any kind of product, under the tongue is the best delivery that you can ever get, right? So with our product, you can take it on top or under your tongue. Sometimes people even just put it right in their cheek, okay? And by the way, it tastes so good. It's like a light berry flavor, and it's kind of like a fruit roll-up texture, but it tastes so good. I've not had any complaints since day one of anybody trying this product, right? About the taste at all. So that delivery system allows it to dissolve right away and be able to go into our bodies on a cellular level, straight to the bloodstream, bypassing that first pass digestion. Okay. That is why we are able to use all of it. So we only need a tiny bit. We don't need that big amount, right? That everybody else has to put into their bodies and waste most of it, to be honest. Okay. So that's why we are different and why we stand out. The third thing that I'm going to talk about is the simplicity. Guys, you can't deny it, right? This thing is like, this is what it looks like. You can put it in your pocket. You can put it in your purse. You can put it anywhere, take it anywhere with you. And just literally, it's so discreet. You pop it on your tongue, you go. So it's so easy. And the reason why that's so important is because, guys, there are people who cannot swallow pills or remember to take pills. I am one of those. Yes, I get it. I'm a nurse, right? But I was the nurse that when all these young kids would come in and say, they were like teenagers and they're like, I still can't swallow pills. And their parents were like, oh my gosh, you're going to have to learn. I'm like, I understand. I totally understand, right? That's me. So when I found out the delivery system of this product, I was so excited because I was thinking to myself, I can't even imagine what we're going to be able to do. And I can take everything in a strip form, right? So it's so important because all of these pills that are out there, all the powders, all the drinks, some people just can't drink that much, right? Here, it's just simple, pop it on your tongue, go. So simple and so easy. So, and the last off, guys, it works. It just works. And I will tell you that the beauty of this product is that it works better and better and better. You don't think it can get any better, but as you're taking it, it works better every single week. I find it something new that's happening. So I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story of what happened with me. And then I'm going to go over to one of our guests that is going to tell you all about her testimonial with this product. So initially, when I tried this product, I'm not going to lie, I tried it because I have that stress, that busy brain. Okay. I'm thinking of a million things at once, and I can never, what it does is it actually makes me frozen because I don't exactly know where to start. Right. And so when I first took the product, that's what my main goal was. Okay. But as I'm going, I'm starting to realize all of these other things that just are happening out of the blue, such as I just went on a trip to Michigan to go visit some family, and it's a 10-hour drive. And every time I've ever gone on vacation, I get there for 2 days. I am absolutely miserable because my feet and my legs are swollen. I can't get shoes on. God forbid it is somewhere that is like, I have to dress up and get some fancy shoes on. That ain't happening, right? I'm like, okay, bring the flip flops because I already know, right? And I think there's somebody on here, he could attest to that. He's seen my feet before many times, right? And so I got out of the car and my husband couldn't believe his eyes. He was like, wow, your feet aren't swollen. And I'm like, no way. This was just such a shock to me because there has never been a time that I've gone on vacation ever and traveled where it hasn't happened. Never. So to me, this is the only thing I've changed. It's the only thing I've been taking for a while. And guys, I know we can't make medical claims, so I'm just putting that out there, but this is just my experience with product. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn this over to Kelly to tell you a little bit more about how this product is working for her.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm so excited. You're speaking my language. I can say that. So I have had a long history of health issues and all sorts of crazy problems that we don't need to go into all the details, but just in the past 2 years, I've been diagnosed with brain lesions, ulcers, uterine fibroids, cysts, all kinds, and that's on top of all the other crazy stuff I've had through the years. Lots of inflammation in my body and joint pain, all kinds of stuff. And in July, I made a post on Facebook and I was just like, little shout out because I've been using a natural energy drink from another company and they had raised their prices. So I just did a little Facebook post and put a shout out like, hey, what's everybody doing? I got all kinds of responses and I started researching all of these responses. Well, in the midst of that, I saw a post that Justina made about this little yellow strip. So of course I sent her a private message and was like, all right, I got to hear about this. So she gave me the information and, said, currently to get this, you've got to sign up to be a brand partner. And I'm like, I'm in, because I'm also one that's always open to an opportunity too. So, the day that I got my strips in the mail, I had not slept at all the night before. I was exhausted, which several of the health conditions I have leave me exhausted a lot. And I would say within an hour after taking the strip, I was not tired anymore. I was not exhausted. I just felt good. And that's a big deal for me. And I slept so soundly that night. And then day 2, the energy that I had was just undescribable for me. I'm used to living in a state of exhaustion. So to have energy, I wanted to clean, I wanted to do stuff. I again slept so well that next night. And the third day was probably the biggest for me because I do have a lot of brain fog because I have the brain lesions and everything. I have a lot of cognition issues, that type of thing. And again, not making medical claims, but it has really impacted that part of my life. And on the third day, I sat down and started writing a book that I've wanted to write for years. and got 2 chapters done that day. So that was huge, that I could focus, that I could think, that I could get like plots and storylines and, you know, all that kind of stuff going. And here I am, that was in July, and here we are, October. I have 28 chapters roughly, and it's a rough draft, believe me. But I go back to the little yellow strip and how it has calmed my brain and my body, and I just feel better. And the sleep is huge for me too. Just, it still might take me a little bit of time to fall to sleep, but once I'm asleep, I sleep so soundly. And that, like, oh my gosh, like that, you know, so the energy and sleeping sounder and just the brain fog. And like Shannon was saying, just like every day, it's like you don't realize you could feel any better, and then you do feel even better than you felt before. And it's just amazing. I'm so thankful for Justina, and that she made the post that she did, and that I was able to see that and be a part of this, you know, opportunity and the product, because it has been a game changer for sure.
Thank you so much, Kelly, for that. Yay.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Oh, no problem. I loved hearing your story. Here's the thing. Everybody has such different results, because I feel like the strip actually helps everybody in the way that it is supposed to. And it helps whatever that person needs, that person's body needs. So thank you so much for being on here. And with that being said, I am trying to keep this nice and short for you guys, because I know that you've been sitting here and taking your time. So I am going to go ahead. Well, first, let me just quickly remind everybody about the giveaway. Okay, so comment sunshine, tag the name of the person that invited you here, share the video, okay, and make sure that that one is for your 5-day trial pack. Okay, so if you are looking to trial these out, comment sunshine, tag the name of the person who invited you. That is for a 5-day trial. We're going to announce that at the end of here. We're also going to announce one more winner on Sunday. Okay, comment I'm in if you are ready to start this opportunity and you want a chance to win back your $49 join fee. Okay, we are reimbursing somebody tonight. So comment I'm in and tag the name of the person who invited you. With that being said, we're changing gears. Okay, we are talking a little bit about the opportunity, and I have a special guest on here, Justina. If you can unmute yourself, she is going to tell you all about the amazing opportunity here.
Hello, Shanna. Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here. And I just want to say, Kelly, like I literally had tears. My eyes were leaking a little bit listening. And you guys, I just want you to know, Kelly is a dear friend of mine who is a rock star. And I actually had to dig on the back of my bookshelf here because she is an author as well. And we have Rick Pollard on. I have both of their books. I'm looking at both of them here, so I'm kind of geeking out. But I want to be mindful of your time. Like Shanna said, my name is Justina Reeves, and I live in a teeny-tiny town in South Central Oklahoma. And when I say tiny, population's 516. I graduated in a class of 24, and 8 of us were cousins. And I'm not joking. So that just gives you a little insight as to my life. Me and my husband, we live on a farm. It is crazy. So if you hear something in the background, it could be a cow, it could be a donkey, it could be a dog, but I'm excited to be here. And I get to talk about the opportunity. Guys, this is something that gets my blood pumping every time I get the opportunity to talk about it and to share what it is that we get to do. Because when I hear stories like Kelly's, and I get stories like that every single day, I can't not share this opportunity. And so I'm going to be mindful of your time. I talk really fast when I get excited. So if you have questions, put them in the comments and I'll circle back around. Don't forget to comment sunshine and tag the person. But I want to talk to you guys about the 5 reasons why I chose Elomir. 5 things that me personally, somebody that's been in this industry for 10 years, that I was looking for when I come across Elomir. Because if I'm being honest, I wasn't looking for anything when Elomir found me. So the things that were important to me in the boxes that had to be checked in order for me to even consider, because me and my husband, we own 6 businesses. So I was like, well, I'm just going to refocus. I'm just kind of done with the industry. I love it, but I just didn't think I had what it took anymore. And so I had my non-negotiables, and I'm going to share those with you right now. Number 1 was product. I needed a product that was good for me and that I could trust, the science behind it, because I could listen to Shanna talk about this product all day long because she has that nurse brain. I don't. I don't have that. I graduated from college, the College of Agriculture. I can read feed labels like a big feed sack, like that you feed cows or chickens, or I can read those all day long. But when it comes to reading a label for what I should put in my body, I don't have a clue. I have no clue what I should do. And so I needed to join a company that had science behind it so that I didn't have to be a doctor or scientist, that I could trust the delivery system, I could trust the ingredients, and I didn't have to argue why it was good or why it wasn't good for you. I needed to trust that. So that was number one. Number two was timing. I've been in the industry long enough to know there's some really good companies out there that have been around forever. And you could join them and it's going to be really tough for you to make money. I'm a customer of a lot of those companies, but from a business standpoint, I'm not interested in joining. However, Elomir, like if this is ground level, we're like in the basement. We're like still playing in the basement. Like we're not even ground level yet, guys. And I trust me when I say this, you guys mark this down because I'm going to get some money if somebody bets against me. This little strip and the strips that come after it will be a household name. It's just a matter of whether I'm going to tell my friends about it or somebody else is going to tell my friends about it. The third thing I was looking for was the opportunity to make money. Now, I told you guys, I've been in this industry for 10 years. I'm full time in this industry for 10 years, but I'm one of the few crazies that like to do this full time. I know that most people come in here to make an extra $200 to $500 a month. That's what they're after. And I heard a study one time that shook me to my core. It said over 60% of bankruptcies could have been avoided with an extra $250 a month. I'm going to say that again. Over 60% of bankruptcies could have been avoided with an extra $200 a month. Guys, bankruptcy ends marriages, it ends relationships, it ends lives. So when I get up every morning, people say, Justina, why are you so excited? Because I could be saving a marriage. I could be saving a life, because I will speak from a woman's perspective, and men, you can probably agree with this. We do a really good job of putting on a smiley face when we go in public. When somebody says, hey, Kelly, how are you? Kelly's like, I'm great. How are you? All the while we're at home going, how in the world am I going to make ends meet? How in the world am I going to do this? And so I needed an opportunity for myself because I want to do this full time. I want to make big money, but I also want to make sure that the person that needs $200 a month has an opportunity too, because that is the majority. And guys, when I tell you that I have checked the comp plan inside, backwards, forwards, there's room for everybody here. Whether you're here to make a little or you're here to make a lot, there is room for you. The fourth thing I was looking for was leadership. Guys, this is something that's near and dear to me. If I do not align with leadership, I cannot be a part of it. And I will just tell you that is one thing about this industry that I am making it my personal mission to change, is there is bad leadership, but not here. And I come from the school of thought of when you have enough good people that are on the same mission, the bad will filter itself out. And when I first heard Van speak, and when I heard some of the other top leaders speak, guys, they were speaking to my soul. You do not have to have the same moral values that I do, but I need to know that you believe in something other than yourself, because there's a lot of other leaders walking around that think they did it themselves. And I'm just here to tell you, nobody here is self-made. I don't care what your beliefs are, but I needed leadership that knew, that had a good value system, that had good moral compass, and it's here. And the fifth thing that was so important to me, and if I had to check a box, I could have checked this one 10 times, was people that join an opportunity like this are what I call micro entrepreneurs. Means they own their own business. Well, I own my own business with Elomir, but I don't want to come up with the formulation. I don't want to get the patent. I don't want to develop the system. I wanted a company that had systems already in place, kind of a plug and play, if you will. And because, like I said, most people are just here to make a couple of $100s a month. They need to pay that electric bill. They need a new car. Their kid needs in a private school, whatever it is. They don't have time to develop a system. They don't have time to go get a graphics degree so they can find something cute to put on Facebook. They don't have time to figure out all the things. And when I tell you that the systems are in place here, holy smoke. I am learning things, guys. I'm on TikTok. I'm doing reels, and I don't have to figure it all out. We have an app called Boards. Don't know where that's been all my life, but let me just tell you, it saved me a lot of time. I'm like, I feel like I got an extra like 3 hours in a day now Shanna does the hard work and I can, because we all have different gifts and talents. Amanda Hanson is amazing at graphics. Kelly Baker can speak. So why not utilize our gifts together? Because if Shanna wins, I win. If Kelly wins, I win. If Van wins, we all win. And that's what I wanted. I wanted a system that was in place that anybody, no matter their background, if they were straight out of high school or entering retirement, if they were great at IT, if they were good at whatever it was, I wanted a system in place that anybody could do. And guys, Elomir made it happen. Another thing that was important to me was cost. Because I'll be real honest with you, there's a lot of really good products out there if you want to spend $600, $700, $800 a month. But I will speak as a mother that if I'm taking something for my health and wellness and my kid needs new tennis shoes, they're getting the shoes. That's just who I am as a mother. And I wanted a product that was cost effective. And not only is our product cost effective, but the joining options are cost effective too. We have options for everybody. We have a 1-box option. We have a 3-box option. We have a 5-box option. We have a 10-box option. You can get in where you fit in here. I'm gonna say that again. You can get in where you fit in. So you don't have to worry about me saying, oh, no, we're selling you a big pack. I only want you to have a big pack if you want a big pack. Now, do I think the big pack is the best? Yes, I do, because I think that I need to share this product with everyone. But you can get in where you fit in and there's no pressure. There's places for everybody to earn here. And guys, when I get excited, I know I talk really, really fast. And I always, anytime I'm given the opportunity to speak, I have to share why I do this business. I read a study when I was in college that changed my life forever. It said the most detrimental thing to a child above drug addiction, above physical abuse, above sexual abuse, the most detrimental thing to a child is being raised by parents living an unfulfilled life. And I watch people do it every single day. We raise our children from the time they're born that they can be anything they want to be. And then they turn 18, we tell them to get their heads out of the clouds and end the rat race that the rest of America is sick and tired of plugging in and plugging out. That is what I call unfulfilled parents. And it is killing our future. It's killing the future leaders. And I believe that Elomir is the ways to a means for people to live a fulfilled life, which in turn gives our children hope. That's why I get excited. That's why I do what I do. And so at this point, guys, in the presentation, make sure that you've commented Sunshine. Make sure you comment your in. If you're like, you know what, this crazy girl that talks real fast, she might be saying something I'm interested in. Most of the time, there's 3 types of people. The first type of person says, that girl talks too fast, not interested in the business, but I do want that strip. We call those customers. And we love our customers. We love changing those lives. The second type of person is like, that crazy girl talks real fast. I want to ask her to repeat it, but I need an extra $200 a month, so I'm in. You've commented, you're in. You're the second type of person. The third type of person is those that have questions. And those are the people I want to speak to. I love and respect each and every one of you for taking time to jump on this tonight, but I don't want you to have questions because that's our job. I just want to answer the questions that you have, and I want you to feel comfortable with the answer that you have. So if you're the number have questions, get back with the person that invited you to watch this. Make sure that you're living an unfulfilled life and make sure that you're putting things in your body. So like Kelly said, you can just feel good. Thank you guys so much for joining in.